In today's activity, we're going to be taking a look at the scientific method and how you use these same tools in many ways in your everyday life. How you perform experiments in your normal activities is an important part of understanding how we do experiments in the science lab. For each of the following scenarios, make a list of what the individual could be doing to fix the problem they are having. You'll be asked to record the independent variable and the dependent variable. Remember that the independent variable is the thing that the individual is choosing to test or change in their particular scenario. The dependent variable is the expected outcome. What do they hope will happen during this situation? What improvement are they wanting to make? Your dependent variable should be observable or measurable or countable. In our first scenario, Joel has some problems in his mouth. He has cavities. So what could Joel be doing to get rid of those cavities? Or better yet, what could he be doing to improve the overall health of his teeth? Think of some ways he could be making improvements to his dental health. In our second scenario, Jennifer has tangled hair, and it's a mess. What sort of things could she be doing to fix her messy hair? There may be several options, so you might make a list of all the possibilities, and then you can choose one in the next part of this process. Go ahead and hit pause now so that you can record your answers to these two scenarios. In scenario number 3, Steve is lonely at lunch and no one will sit with him. Part of the problem is that he comes from PE and he doesn't smell very good. So what could Steve be doing to make it so that people would want to sit with him at lunch? In the fourth scenario, George falls asleep in social studies several times a week. He is definitely having a problem staying awake at school. What could George be doing that would help him stay awake during school? Again, go ahead and pause the video here so that you can record the results or record your thoughts on these two scenarios. In scenario number 5, John is always late to class. He needs to find a way to get to his classes on time in the 5 minutes that he's given during passing period. What are some strategies he could use to help get him to class before the bell rings? Remember, the dependent variable needs to be measurable and be specific, so make sure you're telling exactly what the outcome is that we want for John. In our last scenario, Susan is failing her classes. She is struggling to maintain her grades and to understand the concepts, so we want you thinking about what sort of things you could be doing, what sort of things Susan could be doing to raise her grades back up to the level that she wants them to be. Go ahead and pause the video and get your answers recorded. Okay, our last little bit here, we're going to be writing a hypothesis for all 6 of these scenarios. Okay, I've started the first 2 for you here. Our first scenario concerned Joel, and we need to decide for our independent variable what Joel is going to change, and then what we hope the outcome will be. What will happen after Joel changes something about his dental health? And scenario number 2, what do you think Jennifer should do to fix the tangles in her hair? And then what will be the outcome that she's hoping for? What does she hope will happen in this scenario? Once you've completed these 2, you can move on to the remaining 4 scenarios and record those answers on your worksheet. We will be talking about these in class tomorrow, so please come to class with your completed worksheet ready for discussion. Thank you.